Hello guys, welcome to a new episode with Mr. Delicious. Today we're gonna be playing some Right 2 starting in the 125 performance point category. We're gonna show the difference between racing a 125 and 650. These guys are really small bikes, I think 250 cc's or 150 cc's, I'm not quite sure really. And then we're gonna showcase 1000 cc race, so 650 pp super bikes. But for now, let's get right into it. As you can see, 4th and 5th place just screwed up when we were in 3rd and 4th. Got into a collision, so we took advantage of that and really moved in from 8th place, I think, or 9th place, all the way to 3rd, which is an amazing start. And here we're gonna just be trying to have a smooth race. This was my 3rd race, I think, in this circuit with this motorcycle, so it took me quite a while to get used to, you know, learning all the braking points and everything. And it would really struggle to keep up with the top 4 group, which luckily for us in this occasion decided to split up and let us just gap straight into 3rd. So as you can see, we're gonna go over the hub there. You know, not the best trajectory obviously that you can take to this turn, but what we're gonna see here a lot, and I mean a lot, it's just our beautiful Aprilia just struggling on the straights. And here I'm only running a 3 final gear ratio, so on my, you know, it goes from 1 to 6. 3 is quite low, and I mean, like, our bike just has no power. Like, it just cannot keep up. And you will see it here soon. Well, unfortunately, also the HUD just always pops up every time I change the camera on the replay. There's really nothing I can do about it. Just a stupid thing from Right 2. And again, on the left-hand side, guys, you can see just how aggressive I really am on the gas and on the brakes as we do an amazing move through the outside. Unfortunately, cannot make a stick, and now we're just gonna lose a little bit of contact with the guy in front of us. But yeah, I just love having that camera up there. I mean, that visual on the left-hand side just shows really how aggressive I am on the gas and on the brakes, because those motorcycles are just so unforgiving. I mean, sorry, so forgiving, since we're talking about, you know, such small CCs, and we're gonna really see the difference when we start racing with our other bike on the 650 performance points category. But for now, again, we really just struggle through that turn 1, that long right hand turn, just because it's just so, like, just losing any speed is just so costly for us, because it's just so difficult to just catch up with these motorcycles and really keep up on the acceleration of the Hondas in the straight line. And here we just run wide, hit the wall, lose a lot of time, and we're gonna see maybe 4th place, yes, strike back into the inside, and then we're gonna cut it back. We have a little bit of contact, but we definitely learned to move through the inside, straight back, just like Valentino Rossi, boys, going straight back into our position. And now we're still chilling in 3rd, and again, just try to stay close to the guys in 1st and 2nd. I'm pretty sure we're talking about a Spaniard in 2nd and a French in 1st, a Frenchman in 1st, and sorry about that. Again, just really trying to get our braking points just plain perfect and just keep up as much speed through the corners as we can, because that is just really the key in motorcycle racing, just being smooth. But as you can see here, we're just running white. I don't think 4th place is close enough to attack, as we can see in the rear mirror. It's really not. But again, we nail this turn here, coming out with a lot of power, but just simply too far away to just attack. So we're just gonna see it here and just really trying to do everything the best way possible. Again, here we're gonna start braking just right as the side extra support. I really don't know how to speak English well, as you guys can see, I'm retarded. But anyways, we're gonna move in, and you know, again, just really struggling through this straight sections. Honda's absolutely overpowered, but we're definitely gonna get some action here soon, because we're just absolutely gonna nail this next sector. We don't do as bad as we normally do this turn 1, and we're going into the final lap here, and we're just really gonna try to nail this sector, and I really think we do nail it, which is just perfect trajectory, is really nailing the double apex in turn 3 and 4, sorry, 2 and 3 amazingly, and then just perfect riding. It almost seems like I'm an AI and not a just real racer, like a real person, as you can see. And here again, just really good turning, and as you can see, we're definitely getting close to second and first place, really nailing all those turns. But here's really again a lot of time, just perfect, absolutely perfect performance through here. As you can see, we're gonna go back into my racing view because I race with the helmet view on, so not this one but this one. As you can see, we're really caught up, and this is the last lap. We're really gonna do everything we can to get to the inside of the Spaniard here, and we'll see if we just get to perform. Are we gonna go for a crazy lunge in the inside? Probably, but we're definitely far. We're really far right now. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it, and as a fact we're not, but we're just right up his tail now. We're just really gonna have to give it everything right here because there's no other chance for us to overtake. Actually, just kidding, there's one more chance. Yeah, just right down the straight. We're really gonna have to give it all. But look at that exit speed we get. Look at that exit speed, we're just right next to it. But again, the acceleration of the Honda is just so frustrating. This race is so frustrating. As you can see here, it just overtakes, and this is our last chance. This is our last opportunity. Just a final left turn here. We'll try to the outside on lap 1, but now we're gonna do it. Crazy launch to the inside, and we're really just gonna make it stick. And yes, we do. We make it stick, and now we're just right behind the Frenchman. But again, this is just the final straight. We have absolutely no chance of catching up, unfortunately. And we're about to just go straight through here, try to cross the line. As you can see, just sandwich between the Hondas, and there's really nothing we can do to take back this position. And we're just gonna have to settle in for second place, guys. But again, really not a bad race considering the motorcycle we're using. Now we're gonna move on to our second race, boys, here with the 1000cc bikes. And yeah, guys, here we are in our second race. Now we're just gonna be using the Suzuki GSX 1000 here. This bike is quite fun to ride, to be honest. As you can see, it's really hard to control, and that's another reason also why I've chosen it, just because that way you guys can really see how hard it is to control this kind of motorcycle. As you can see, we have somebody just fly straight off the circuit, and we already have an amazing contact. And we're just gonna go back and look at that because oh my god, it was freaking hilarious. Just look at him absolutely get catapulted off the circuit. Oh my god, and you guys are gonna see this from his POV first, and you're obviously gonna think, well, Giorgio, what are you doing? Why are you just launching this kid off the map? Jesus. But once you can see it from my POV, especially from the helmet POV, you're gonna see I had literally no idea he was there. Zero. I just feel like Lorenzo on Jerez against the Pedrosa and Dovizioso, just an amazing crash on MotoGP, which you guys should definitely check out. As you can see here, I have no idea he's anywhere close, and we're gonna continue, and because of that I'm a little distracted. We're on this first turn wide, and this is really gonna be the constant of raising this 1000cc bikes on the 650 performance points. You just gotta nail everything. As you can see, really the GSX acceleration speed, holy crap, it's fast. But as you guys are gonna see, just really suffers on the brakes. The handling is just a nightmare. It's so hard to control this motorcycle. And you guys are really gonna see also how much smoother I am on the throttle, and how much I'm not really that much smoother on the brakes because it's just not really necessary. You're just gonna feel the controller vibrate, and then is when you know you're really gonna have to let go of that front brake. You guys are also gonna see me use joint brakes a lot more here because depending on the turn we're going into, I do like to use both of my brakes, at least just to line up the bike a little better, as we're just gonna go wide straight through here. But again, we're just definitely in contention, no big deal. And here we're just gonna go for an amazing launch to the inside. We're gonna overtake two bikes at once. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is racing right there. What a move. We're not gonna go back into it. We're just gonna keep on watching our pursuit first place. Against, we're gonna race against the yellow bikes, which are gonna be both Egos, which are actually electrical bikes, and those bikes are turning are absolutely ridiculous. The handling, it's insane, but the brakes are really where the bike shines. So they're literally the opposite of my motorcycle, and that's why, I mean, I honestly, during this race I've crashed with them at least 10 times. There's just the one motorcycle, because here, you know, I have to, first of all, here I go really wide, but through this turn it's just so hard for me to carry the same speed they carry. Therefore we just randomly end up crossing trajectories, and just as we saw on lap 1, just send one of us goes flying, if not both of us. Here, and we're gonna just compose ourselves, try to overtake the Bimota, which is, by the way, another Italian bike. And Right 2 Selection motorcycle is really great. I love this game. It is definitely a hard game. I'm not gonna tell you this is just your easy ride. We're not talking about like Forza or like anything like that. Like if you're racing here with a controller, which is really the only way I can see your race through here, you're really gonna have a steep learning curve. This game is hard, boys. And here again, one more time, just nailing that braking zone. As you can see, there's just that line on the floor. That's why I really use this reference on the right side. You can see that line, and then it's when I just hit the brakes. I just feel very comfortable using those lines as references. Here, there's no really big reference, but there's another line on the left I really use for that. This lower corners are really a lot easier to get at least somewhat right, because you can really adjust your braking, especially since I have the disjointed brakes, meaning that you know, I can either use all front, a little bit of front, a little bit of back, just the back. Honestly, you can just to line up the motorcycle, just giving, you know, that extra bit of oversteer just to really launch the bike into the turn. And as you can see here, just really getting close to catch up. But we make a huge mistake, just hit the wall, which is just so demoralizing, guys. I thought I could really catch up to them, but now it's just gonna be a really hard race. We're probably running about 4 or 5 seconds behind. As you can see, the Yamaha is getting really close. Here we're just gonna just switch POV. I just think you can just enjoy really what ride is, as we literally go so wide in a massive kick of oversteer, and we still get to rejoin and sliding in front of the Yamaha. And from here, just everything is going downhill. So hard for me to nail that braking zone as I'm going literally off the grass through it. But again, Yamaha has absolutely no chance of catching up to us. There's definitely a faster sector, simply because of this amazing speed we get to carry through. And there I just brake right past that sign that sticks over the circuit, that light, whatever you want to call it, and just here just really good trajectories, so you can see. And this is really it for 1000cc bikes, and you know, just high performance points. Just make sure to not make mistakes. It's really more important to not make mistakes than to be fast. Like, and that is true. Here we're racing against hard AIs, which is pretty good. Again, almost no assist. I am running automatic transmission, which is so costly. As you can see, just through the exit of so many corners, I would just really love to just gear up to second gear or third gear rather than just being stuck on such high RPMs. And here's when I pay it. You're gonna see we're just gonna run it, just going the gas a little bit too early and just crash, and we're gonna take out the Yamaha. We're actually gonna go back and just watch this replay as we nail the Yamaha rider straight out. Just feels bad. Again, not really our fault. We just crashed and just went straight through our bike, and we're gonna see it through the Yamaha rider POV in just a second. Just gonna see how we just can't avoid our motorcycle, unfortunately. Just close, just gets nailed right out of the way, and the Italian ego driver just gets right in front of us. And we're just gonna do again everything we can to just get that third place back, because we want it so bad. And just gonna really take advantage of the full track. But as you can see, that wheeling, just you can't get that torque down on this motorcycle. At least I can't, and it's just so difficult. And we're just not gonna be able to regain that position, as our bike just so hard to get that traction. And we are gonna have to settle for a very disappointing 4th place. But alright guys, that was it for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, like the video if you want to see more, and stay tuned. Peace!